Hey, I heard you are confused about how to use has, have, had, has been, and had been. Let's go through some examples to clarify.
Thanks, I appreciate the help. So, when do we use has and have?
Has is used with singular subjects like he, she, or it. For example, he has a cat. And have is used with plural subjects or I and you. For example, we have 2 dogs.
Got it. What about had?
Had is the past tense form of both has and have. It's used to show possession or past actions. For example, she had a bicycle when she was younger.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about has been and had been?
Has been and had been are used to show the continuity or duration of an action from the past to the present or a point in the past. For example, she has been studying English for 5 years. And she had been waiting for hours when he finally arrived.
I think I understand. Can we practice with some sentences?
Great job! Now let's practice with some sentences to reinforce what we have learned. Let's start with a has.
Sure, she has a beautiful garden.
Excellent! Now how about using a have?
We have 3 cats at home.
Perfect! Now let's move on to had. Can you make a sentence with he had?
He had a delicious dinner last night.
Great! Now let's practice with it has been.
She has been studying for her exams all day.
Wonderful! Let's use had been. Can you create a sentence with had been?
They had been friends since childhood.
Let's focus on a has a and a have a in questions now. Can you make a question using a has?
Has she finished her homework?
Perfect! Now how about a question with a have?
Have they arrived yet?
Great! Now let's switch to a had. Create a question using a had.
Had he ever been to Japan before?
Wonderful! Now let's move on to questions with a has been. Make a question using a has been.
Has she been to the new museum exhibit?
Wonderful! Can you create a question using a had been?
Had they been waiting for long?
Let's focus on statements with a has been and a had been in the negative form now. Can you make a negative statement using a has been?
She has not been feeling well lately.
Excellent! Now how about a negative statement with a had been?
They had not been expecting such a big turnout.
Great! Now let's switch to questions in the negative form. Create a negative question using a has been.
Hasn't she been attending the meetings regularly?
Wonderful! Can you make a negative question using a had been?
Hadn't they been working on the project together?
Wonderful job! You're really mastering the use of these words in both positive and negative forms. Keep up the good work.